But at least now it can't get much worse.
But it did get worse.
So I literally just forgot to start again. It happens sometimes. How's it going, everybody? It's Friday. It's Friday, and we got some good news. Some updates for I guess last stream we were talking about Johnny Somali. Well, actually, that's the Twitter account that's mocking him. But no, Johnny Somali has received a third charge, which means he's facing up to 31 years in a Korean cabbage farm. Suffer, Johnny. Suffer, Johnny. We're going to go through this. We also got a Lolsuit is on the horizon, which should be pretty entertaining. It looks like it's going to go through. Like it actually, I don't think Ethan's going to back down. He's too invested in this story. Also, we got some This Week in Stupid, kind of just stealing the name from Sargon, I suppose. And I have found some of the craziest Roach girl content I've ever seen. And if you're looking forward to the Ricada body cam, this is going to prepare you for that because apparently it's just as bad. But we'll get into that as we get into it. The expert, he dropped a $1 super sticker, or really it's 99 cents. He cheaped out on me. Oh my goodness. But thank you very much. Some rando gifted 5 memberships, and I believe it was Devoured Eagle. I can't see it because it's sent too early in the show. But Devoured Eagle, he sent, I think it was 25 Mexican pesos. I'm not sure, but thank you very much. Let's get it right into the news. So Johnny Somali is facing up to 31 years in jail after being charged with another SA crime. Now, what is this crime? Did he grape somebody? No, this is the revenge images. It's the same charge that, well, no, that's not true. Sorry. It's deepfakes. Deepfakes. I was going to say it was the same as what Aaron had, but it's not even close. Not even close whatsoever. But no, you may remember that Johnny, well, he started to try and annoy other people. He made a deep fake of some Korean chick. The name escapes me at the moment. But then he also made them about his enemies, like Dalgun, for example, who just got a $7,000 fine for punching him in the face that was immediately paid by both based internet people and Donut Operator, I believe, was the majority payoff for that, like $4,000. But this is a big deal in Korea. It's AI manipulation and AI deepfakes specifically is a very serious crime in South Korea. And if you know anything about South Korea, they have a lot of tensions at the moment between the genders. There's a very strange sort of movement. I think it's called the 3Bs or something. But basically, women are going incel mode because they hate the conditions over there. Like, Korea is a very interesting country. I love visiting Korea. I have fun in Korea. But my understanding is that... well, I mean, people always make fun of Japan's birth rate, which is only, I think it's like 1.2. And you need 2.0 or 2.1 to have, replacement rate. I think America's birth rate is like 1.7 or something. So it's actually not good either. But Korea's is like the lowest in the first world because people just aren't having kids. Also, Silverblood dropped new membership. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But let's have a look. Yes, it's women going their own way. They've had enough. They just want to eat kimchi in peace. They just want to get their makgeolli and have their samgyeopsal and just leave them alone. I'm not sure how that's going to work out for them, but it definitely is very stressful in these sort of countries, specifically the work environment. But let's take a look at the article. Streamer Johnny Somali has been charged with yet another SA crime in South Korea and is looking at a maximum sentence of 31 years behind bars in the country. Now, this is not just behind bars, it is also doing labor, one of which can be in the cabbage farms, which is a very popular meme in the Johnny universe. We're looking at the Booty Goon video that Johnny was talking about because he's going to set his booty goons across the prisons in Thailand and Philippines and everywhere. But I think the reality is that he's the only booty that's going to get took is Johnny's, and he's going to be able to fit double cabbages in there. When he actually finally gets out, if he ever does indeed. Now, this is the maximum sentence. It's kind of like how Nick had a 25-year maximum sentence for his drug charge, but it's very unlikely that it'll happen. I would be very shocked if Johnny got more than a year. I would estimate somewhere between 1 and 3 years, but each time he has these additional charges, the likelihood of it goes up. Now, this is also very funny because this comes 1 week before his next court hearing. Now, remember, in the Korean court system, basically, you get to shop once a month. It's once a month, and then you come back next month for your next update. So it's a very slow process. And while he's in South Korea, he's not allowed to legally work, although he does illegally live stream, I suppose, because it is working in Korea. I mean, I guess everywhere if you're making money from it. But so he would have to go into the courtroom and plead guilty to the additional charges next Friday. So it's Friday for me, Friday evening. And all he has to do there is go either say guilty or not guilty, then come back next month for his sentencing regarding, or I guess he's starting his trial if he pleaded innocent, but he's pleaded guilty for everything so thus far. But with this additional charge, that means he's going to be in Korea for an additional month. So that means May, he comes in, he pleads guilty to the last month's charge. Then he has one more month to do next one. So he won't even possibly see the light of day until at least July, because June, he's going to have to come back and plead either guilty or not guilty to this charge. So every time they drop another little charge on him, it's an extra month being locked in Korea. And as another popular saying is that the process is the punishment. And I think the Koreans are just having a bit of a laugh at the moment. Maybe they're just going through all the files. Maybe they're just... I don't know. Maybe these are all new to them or something. We don't know. We don't know. It seems like they're making this as long as possible because it's very funny for them. I like to think that's the case. Anyway, but speaking of likes, you should like the stream. So in 2024, Johnny Somali, real name Ramzi Khalid Ismail, traveled to South Korea and continued where he left off in Japan and Israel by causing chaos. And this is specifically when they say causing chaos, they mean harassing minimum wage employees. Like the biggest one that I saw, of course, he had the stinky fish on the bus, and he's like, well, I was just carrying a fish on a bus. No, you premeditated going and getting a smelly fish so you could disrupt a bus service, so it's interruptive in your business. But the one that really annoys me is when he goes into the convenience stores and he just starts drinking and splashing noodles on the table so that the old lady has to clean it up, because most of the people that work in these places are they're like grandmas that are just doing like a little bit of extra work or to get through their lives, right? These aren't like amazingly well-off people. And in the actual video with Johnny, it recently became illegal to drink inside the convenience stores in Korea. Now, you can go outside and drink them on the street, as I understand it. That's fine. But the lady came over and said, hey, look, you're breaking the law. Please put that away. And then in response to that, he spilled the noodles specifically to cause her life more problems. So like when you go out like Johnny Somali or like Vitali and you're causing problems for people that are just trying to go through their day, or people that have these minimum wage jobs like the service workers and stuff, just so that you can make money off their fortune, then you get everything you deserve. So I don't even have a single shred of sympathy for Johnny Somali. He gets everything that he deserves. And he can't even use the excuse of I should have known better or it was just a mistake, because he's done this several times in the past. Right. He actually came pretty close to being deleted in Israel. He was very, very lucky there by not getting caught. In numerous broadcasts, the streamer disrespected Koreans, disrupted businesses, and confronted other content creators, and was even KO'd by a former Navy SEAL, that is Dalgun. Somali ended up being charged with some of his stream content in an ongoing trial that saw him shop late and hungover. Not a good look, by the way, but very funny. I actually forgot that detail. And I was talking before how I really want to go see one of Johnny's trials. I got some news today that makes it all the more likely that will be the case. So I'm going to go to see one of these. But like I said, I want to see the best one, the last one. And we just don't know when that's going to be, because the Koreans like to drop these 1 week in advance before the trial date. So I'm looking at July or August, I think. Anyway, the ongoing trial saw him shop late and hungover to his first court appearance. Since then, more serious charges have been filed against him. Now, this is also very funny, and if you've been watching Legal Mindset, he's been saying that this was a bit of a 4D chess move by the Korean prosecutors, because since they're staggering the charges, Johnny has already pled guilty to, I believe, 3 of the counts. So now he's a convicted felon, or he's pled guilty. So all these new things that are showing up, like these SA crimes, they're going to be dealt with all the more seriously, which is pretty funny, honestly. If they dropped everything at once, maybe he would have got off light because it was his first offense. But this time, no, it's just repeat. And that's why his maximum is possibly up to 31 years. Very, very funny stuff. The Koreans are very conscientious, but when you piss them off, they have their ways. They definitely have their ways. On May 8th, it was reported that Somali was charged with a second SA crime, which would add another 10 years on top of the other charges. So every crime is 10 years, I suppose, plus 1. This is the actual video of the deepfake. So what Johnny did is this was some streamer's girlfriend. I wonder if it says her name. Bong Bong. That's right. How could I forget a name like Bong Bong? Like, really? How could I forget the name Bong Bong? But anyway, Johnny Somali was already facing prison time for allegedly using AI deepfakes to create a video that looked like he was kissing popular Korean streamer Bong Bong. Now, you might say, oh, it's just a kiss. It's like no big deal. I think so too. But in Korea, this is a big deal. And like I said, he FO'd, and now he's finding out. So couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, in my opinion. Yes, suffer, cabbages, suffer. South Korean hits Johnny Somali with more deepfake charges. According to YouTube lawyer Legal Mindset, oh my goodness, Legal Mindset, Johnny Somali was hit with a second count of distributing false videos in the form of deepfake, something that is considered a SA crime in Korea. Previously, Ismail was facing a single count, allegedly for sharing deepfakes of Korean stringer Bong Bong kissing him. But now this second charge, as per Legal Mindset, is probably from other Korean streamers who he had run-ins with, such as Korean Navy SEAL Dalgun, who was just fined for punching the American. And like I said, he's already been bailed out by the internet. Deepfakes carry a maximum penalty of 10.5 years. That's a weird way. I wonder if there's something about the legal system that does that. Why wouldn't it just be 10 or 11 years in jail? And if he's found guilty on both counts, he could be behind bars for 21 years. Like if he's actually in jail for that long, like I'm gonna do a poll. How long do you think he's gonna be in there for? How long do you think he's gonna be in? What's Johnny going to get? Nothing. Good day, sir. Good day, sir. I think like 1 to 3 years is reasonable for I think what they've got him for. 3 to 5, and then we'll say 5 to 10. 5 to 10. What do you think he's going to get? I would be shocked. I would be shocked if he got more than 3 years. The judges have the discretion to wait. Actually, well, Andrew was saying that maybe they have to give them a certain amount of jail time, but I think there's some contention on that point. I'll have to look him up and see what it is. Let's see. This does not include the other charges filed against him so far. He's pled guilty to 1 count of obstruction of business, but has an additional charge against him too. Obstruction of business carries a maximum penalty of 5 years. So in total, if he's found guilty of each charge and gets the maximum sentencing, this will never happen. Even though he's been an international incident, even though he's been in like shamed the Korean people with his actions against the comfort statues, comfort women statues. You almost never get the maximum sentence. They would have to be a particularly malicious judge to do this. And I'm going to say something that's a bit controversial. I don't think he deserves 31 years in jail for being a nuisance. Now, don't get me wrong. It would be very funny. And maybe it'd be for the best, because that would teach people to respect the countries that you're living in or visiting if you're not from that country. You know, it's someone else's house. You take off your shoes if it's that's their rule. But I really don't see him getting out of Korea without jail time now. Each additional charge, like there's other stuff they can bring too. Like there was he was playing sexualized audio messages in front of children, minors, at Lotte World. That was dropped, but actually it wasn't dropped. It was never brought forward. The prosecutor just said not to go forward with it, but they can actually bring that back at any time they want. So if the prosecutor's having a bad day, like maybe they get up and you know, their favorite coffee shop is closed, a bird shits on their window of their car or something, and then they see some news about Johnny Somali with these deepfake charges, maybe they just bring them back out of spite. We don't know. So maybe he's just there forever. I really don't. The better question is, who do you think is going to get out of their country first? Is it going to be Johnny or is it going to be Vitali? I feel like Vitali's never coming out alive, and if he does come out, he's going to be like a skeleton or like a spooky like concentration camp survivor or something, which is kind of a shame because he was quite well built before he went into the Philippines. I'd imagine that Johnny's going to get out before Vitali, but you never know. Maybe both of them just never join society ever again. That'd be pretty entertaining too. Let me see. So it'll add up to 31 years. That isn't including other possible charges that haven't been filed yet, as Ismail is accused of threatening to spread HIV, broadcasting North Korean propaganda, and violating anti-terrorism laws. Now, let me see. Accused of threatening. Now, when they say accused of threatening, this one is a bit dubious. Now, he did say this. He did threaten other YouTubers, Atozy, Legal Mindset, and some other people that have been annoying him. He said he was going to stab people with AIDS needles and give them HIV. He said he was going to get the ladyboys in Thailand. They're apparently all his operatives because they love him so much, and they're going to go attack people who happen to be in Thailand. I don't think that this. I don't think he's accused. Like, people have accused him on the internet, but I don't think he's been accused in the legal system. Whereas these ones are actual things that he has, like the prosecutor's looking at. So we'll have to see about this third one. That would be very funny though if that came in as well, because that's I can only imagine that'll be quite a serious one as well. They're his post-ops, perhaps. How much do you think a pigeon would charge to shit on the judge's car? They'd probably do it for free. All right, let's go on to our second Lolsuit. Suing Ethan Klein for defamation legal fund. This is by DenimsTV. Now, if you don't know who DenimsTV is, I believe she's an OnlyFans girl. Oh, I should have said OF. I broke the YouTube code. Oh, well. But basically, she is one of the Hassan Orbiter waiting rooms. And these are people that just like bull ride Hassan all day. They agree with everything that he says. And he sets them off to kind of go and, do his dirty work for him. And then he'll react to their videos and say true, real, and pretend he's as popular as Asmongold, while he seethes about not being the biggest name on Twitch, which is just, that's awful. It's an awful shame. But Denims is a particularly, what's a polite way of saying this? She's like a mirror for content. But the only thing, but it's like a perfect mirror that just reflects exactly what the content is saying. But she has no opinions. She has no creative thought. She has no transformative nature in her content. She just sits there with her mouth open, smiling, exposing her breasts so that people will join her and sign up for her exclusive content. But as she is in alliance with Hassan, and she was in the H3 content cop with iDubbbz, it is very likely that her 150,000 goal fundraiser will be reached. And it's kind of funny people are saying garbage and woman in the thing, because we're going to be literally looking at some garbage women later, like unironically. How much do you think she's raised so far? A quick guess. So the goal is 150,000. She currently had 5,000 when this screenshot was taken. It says Ethan Klein lied about me supporting CPS coming to his home. If he doesn't retract this GoFundMe, this GoFundMe is for legal expenses to hold him accountable for his lies. If he retracts, this GoFundMe will be refunded. 12,000, 20K, pretty close. The GoFundMe is up to 27,000. Actually, let's hit the refresh. It's up to 27,000, 18% funded so far. Look at that. We got some legal well, actually, I guess these are kind of legal documents. They're like cease and desist sort of letters. You just donated $100. What, to her OnlyFans? Like, that would be the trick, right? If she says like every donation comes with a free subscription to my OF, then that would be very funny. Now, so this is Denims. If you haven't seen her, she was in the thumbnail. She basically just does this all day, and there's actually an entire EFAP about how vapid she is. So that's actually really entertaining one. That's actually how I knew about her in the first place. Is she was part of the whole freebooting, content theft allegations that Hassan was getting when he was doing his chair reacts. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at her legal notice to Ethan. Let's take a quick look at these. Let's have a look. This was via email and FedEx to Ethan Klein. Demand for a public retraction of false publication. Dear Mr. Klein, our legal firm is legal counsel to social media commentators and content creator Denims. It has come to our attention that, in response to an apparent Child Protective Service CPS visit to your home in or around March 2025, you published numerous false statements on your YouTube videos, channels, H3 Podcast and H3H3 Productions. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I still got a bit of a nagging cough. Maybe it's the season's changing. It's a very rainy day today. Who can say? This reached millions of viewers and listeners, stating that either Denims herself filed the preceding CPS report about you, resulting in the improvised CPS visit to your home, or that Denims caused others to do so. Now, she absolutely did cause others to do so. This is my belief. And she's going to have a very hard time proving any of this, either that she didn't send it herself or that her fans didn't, because I assume that CPS hot tips are confidential. Among other things, you stated that on March 7th, Denims is participating in the CPS lie. She absolutely was. And what she did is she watched a video by a very unhinged lunatic called Bad Empanada. I think he's like from New Zealand or Australia. He's got that weird accent, I don't like that one. But he lives in Argentina. He looks deranged, and he is deranged And apparently he posts like dozen-page manifestos about everyone he talks about. And he's a bit of a psycho, but unfortunately, he's a psycho that's against Ethan. And because of that, Hassan has brought him into the fold. And I believe he was actually showed up on the Content Nuke reaction. But Bad Empanada was talking about this this lie that was put forward, which was taken by clipping Ethan out of context. And well, basically what has happened is they had a baby. Well, I mean, they have several children, but they have a baby that's crawling around, and they said that it's walking around and putting things in its mouth and stuff. They also said that they had a dog that they thought had a parasite called Giardia, and this can spread through feces. So because the baby had diarrhea, they suspected that the baby might have Giardia as well, so they went to get it tested. Now, it did not have Giardia. The dog did not have Giardia, but some sort of stomach bug was going around. But Bad Empanada basically popularized and spread this rumor that Ethan's house was covered in shit, and that the children were just rolling around in shit all day and eating it, and that's how they're getting parasites. That's how Ethan was getting parasites. That's how Hila was getting parasites. And basically, Hassan's entire crew watched this video and was like, chat, is this real? Is this crazy? Somebody needs to do something about this. And Denims was one of these people. She absolutely watched this and was promoting to her audience that something needed to be done. March 10th, Denim endorses this clearly. So this is Ethan's statement. March 10th, Denim endorses this clearly. You can see she's not moderating this at all. This is pretty much 100% of the comments are saying call CPS on them, and their kids should be taken away. This is what the chat was saying. This is absolutely what the chat was saying. This is actually shows up in Ethan's video about the entire situation. Also, Janina, welcome to 32 months. Holy shit. Thank you very much. She says, hi, Josh. Another J Somali day. Yeah, we already gone past the J Somali stuff. That's at the beginning of the stream if you want to see it. Be sure to like the video. Thank you very much. If you get gifted a membership or if you're just joining us yourself, I'll put a new invite link to the Discord for you, and we can chill in there. Let me see. On March 11th, you repeatedly insinuated that Denims was responsible for the CPS call. I mean, it is my belief that her or others literally did it. And I wouldn't be surprised if she actually called them herself, because everybody's looking for a big W over over Ethan, because then they can suck up and get a little bit of clout from the teats of Mr. Piker. Labeling her the real villain of the video, you also stated that she has been such a nasty, pathetic liar, lying just like such a horrible, disgusting person because you believe she was behind the CPS call. Well, Denims is a nasty, pathetic liar, and she is a horrible, disgusting person, so I could believe that. April 18th, making reference to Denims, you said, terrorist sympathizers who support CPS coming and taking my children away. Well, first of all, they literally are terrorist sympathizers. They had the Houthi pirate terrorists on Hassan's podcast, and everyone sucked his dick for that. Everyone was like, this is amazing. He's just like Luffy. It's like my heckin' One Piece anime. Unfortunately, those boat people, who I believe were from China, that got raided, have been gone for a year, and they're dead. Let's face it, they're dead. They're like, oh, we're doing fun little dances and we're talking about death to America. They think it's funny. No, they're dead. They're at the bottom of the ocean because your pirates, your terrorist pirates, stole their cargo ship in international waters. Hassan lied about it and said that they were in Israeli or Palestinian waters. They were not. They're actually in international waters. They just showed up with a helicopter. And like the landing on the boat, the helicopter on the boat, that was kind of epic, but they are literal terrorists. And Hassan is a literal terrorist supporter, and they all support these terrorists. It's just the way it is. Let me see. But going back to Ethan's statement, she said, she's directly responsible for CPS coming to my house. She is directly linked to CPS coming to my house. Now, this would be very hard to prove. Like I said, now, is she directly the link, or is she just a supporter of these allegations? That'd be, like I said, basically impossible to prove. And I feel like a lot of this is just boasting. I think she's just trying to get Ethan to make a public retraction so that she can, get another W over Ethan. And like she said, she's going to refund everything if it doesn't go to trial. We'll see. But even if this does get up to 150,000, and I think that she can reach the goal, because like I said, all it's going to take is a couple of tweets from Hassan, a couple of directed streams and things to get this goal. This is not like for these people that are making money hand over fist on Twitch and they might actually be destroying Twitch. That's a discussion for another day, though. It wouldn't surprise me if they could get that money immediately, which is very funny because these people are living as champagne socialists while the rest of their audience is just working like 12 hours a day donating what little they have to which they would normally spend on their chicken nuggets or something. And then they do it because they're like, well, you know, I'm going to be one of them one day. I'm going to be part of the group. I'm going to be part of the group. But then no, they're never going to be like, you're never going to be part of the group. Let me see. Let's see. She's directly linked to the CPS call from my house, doing what she did, like, oh, let's call CPS. He's an abuser. He neglects his children. Like, we need to call CPS, etc., etc. Girl who accused me of leaving shit on the floor and that CPS should be called. She did CPS. Remember that. Talking about your friends, propagating CPS coming to my house to take away my kids. I can't zoom in anymore. Okay. On April 21st, again in reference to Denims, you said you don't lie about people's kids and have CPS go to the house. You shouldn't lie about people's kids. And like, this is internet shit should stay on the internet. This is just true by Ethan. Like, this is real, true. Like, leave the internet shit on the internet. Don't do life ruination shit. Don't try and take it from the internet to real life. That's cringe. That's lame. Don't do it, okay? Just it's not even good. Like, it just destroys the entire content streams for everybody as well. It's like, it's very short-sighted to try and destroy like people's IRL lives because of online beefs. Now they think that they're on the right side of history because it's all they've turned Hassan versus H3 into Israel versus Palestine, but they are so obnoxious, they are so cringe that they've made the impossible happen. I actually support Ethan and the Jews in this situation now. I'm not saying I support Israel, but like, they're so unlikable that I'm like, hey, maybe these Jews aren't so bad, right? This is what they've done. It's made the impossible happen for me. Okay, I wanted to stay apolitical. Oh, you made it political. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I could never. I don't care about any of the issues. They are so cringe and so annoying that I don't give a shit about their arguments anymore. The chat is divided on a certain question, apparently. Are we going to win or are we going to lose, chat? I don't know. It's all real life. Dick Jones gifted 5 memberships. See? Look at that. I said the magic words and I got rewarded immediately. You win. You win with them, chat. Let me see. But yeah, just don't do this stuff. I don't know why people are so invested in this. As you know, there is no factual basis on which to accuse my client of being responsible. Well, there is. I mean, she literally supported the theory. She platformed the theory. She allowed the conversations to continue, and she very likely did direct her audience to do this. It is my belief that is the case. How are you going to prove? Well, actually, never mind. You know, she doesn't have to. As for alleged CPS call to your home, furthermore, you knew your statements were false when you made them. No, this is not true. You don't know this. This is something you suspect. How do you know that Ethan doesn't know this? You can't look into his mind. You cannot make this statement. Now, what they're trying to do here is prove actual malice, which is going to be very difficult to do because Ethan seems to be very much a believer of this theory. Rendering your defamation of my client malicious. On March 7th, 2025, you appear to have publicly acknowledged CPS indicated to you that someone who works at your home, not Denims, called CPS as it relates to the events of the issue. This is not true. I know this is a lie. What they're talking about here is the maid. So there was some drama because basically everything that happens in online spaces or whatever becomes drama. What they're talking about is they had a maid, and the maid accused them of being not great bosses. Okay. That's the entire thing. I don't believe this happened at all. This is an insinuation that they've just made up. Very difficult to prove this, in my opinion. Let me see. Where was I? It's right after that one. On March 11th, you acknowledge Denims has denounced herself or anyone in a community making contact with CPS. I'm not sure. Did they? I haven't seen this clip, and I don't know what this one is, in particular one. Yet you failed to publicly retract your false statements that my client acted to cause CPS to visit your home. Your defamatory statements is in reference to and about Denims constitutes libel per se. And libel, which is, a libel, which is defamatory to the plaintiff without the necessity of explanatory matters such as inducement, innuendo, or other extrinsic facts, is said to be libel on its face. Now, I just noticed something here. Have you noticed that when they refer to Denims, they only talk about Denims, the name, like the name of the channel, but when they talk about H3, they say Mr. Klein. So they're trying to. This is something that's really annoying. This is something that's very, very annoying. And they're doing this because she wants to remain anonymous while exposing more information about Ethan. Now, Ethan has never really had a problem with his name being out there, but it's kind of cringe to try and do a lawsuit as Denims. You're going to have to give your real name if you're going to court. You can't just be Denims. Come on now. Come on now. Let me see. What is this? Oh, this is Widow's back. What is this guy? Yeah. You can think about your statements for 15 minutes. Come back. Oh, 10 minutes. We'll do that. All right, let me see. Come back with some better arguments. Where were we? As you know, there is no factual basis on which to accuse my client of being responsible, directly or indirectly, for the alleged CPS call to your home. Further, you knew your statements were false when you made them, rendering your defamation of my client malicious. Oh, wait, I think I read that already. Yeah, I already read this. I got distracted. He became the taped, yeah. Why expose your identity early if it doesn't go to trial? Well, I think this kind of tips off a little bit of the hand. I don't think that she thinks this is going to trial. I think that she believes that Ethan will fold very quickly. Now, the thing is, Ethan is very litigious and he has a lot of money. He has no reason not to take this out as much as he wants. He could probably monetize this very effectively. It's such a what is the word? The difference, these two sides are so galvanized against each other that I'm sure Ethan could raise just as much money as Denim raises. But if he didn't do that, he still has enough money to do it. And he's becoming more litigious as he gets older. He actually started his career, kind of not really started his career, but he became famous very quickly because he was in these sort of frivolous lawsuits. And then he sort of turned around and started getting a very, very much approving of them. So we'll have to see. I believe here we are. We were right here, right? Yes, it is. It's said to be liable on its face. This is according to the California Civil Code 45A. Pertinent here, a statement charging someone of committing a criminal act, such as fabricating a criminal charge against another or making a false statement to an agency official, is libel per se, and that is Bart versus YouTube LLC. Perhaps the clearest example of libel per se as an accusation of a crime. It would be very interesting if the Monty case becomes a part of law. We'll have to wait until December, I guess, to find out about that. I want to see that. Pop up on one of these random internet beef videos. In particular, Penal Code 11172A makes it a crime to make a false or unsupported report to CPS. The statements that Denim is responsible for and participated in the filing of a false Child Protective Services call, which you first made in March and repeated during recent episodes in April, directly states and otherwise insinuates that Denim is guilty of violating Penal Code 11172. Thus, you have committed libel per se against my client, and you are subject to all resulting civil liability exposure, including the full range of contemporary and special damages, and that is Garcia versus the City of Meride. An allegation that the plaintiff is guilty of a crime is libelous on its face. But I mean, let me think about this. An allegation that the plaintiff is guilty of a crime is libelous on its face. But how are you going to prove? How are they going to prove that Ethan doesn't believe this? There's no way they can look into his mind. Ethan seems completely adamant in all of his public statements that he very much believes this. Notably, your false inflammatory accusations against Denims have resulted in gravely concerning and threatening communications from the public, including presumably loyal members of your audience being directed towards my client. These communications have caused severe and sustained emotional distress to my... No, they have not. They have not. If anything, she's benefited from these things. Denims has been directly harmed in other ways as well, including substantial reputational damages and potentially financial harm to her business platform. No, I do not believe this in the slightest. If anything, this is a money-making move for her. And they're going to have to prove the damages. Are they going to show her super chat donations and say, well, look, she used to be getting this much on OF and now she's only getting... No, I don't think so. If anything, this has risen her profile. I mean, she appeared in the iDubbbz Content Cop, so obviously she's not having any problem getting collaborations. Her stream numbers are probably the same as they've always been. I would be very surprised if they actually had any evidence for this. They need to prove damages, correct? I believe so, yes. Let me see. For these reasons, we request that you immediately retract your false statements about Denims by publishing a correction stating that you are not aware of any evidence that Denims was responsible for or participated in any CPS communications concerning you or your family. We request further that the foregoing retraction and correction be made within the next 10 days. Oh, wow. Okay, nice. And that the corrective statement be published on both the H3 podcast channel and the H3 Productions channel. That's a big ask. So this is going to be a fun one because we get to know within 10 days whether this is happening. Should you or your legal representatives wish to discuss the matter further, please do not hesitate to contact us. All rights and remedies are reserved. Warm regards. Oh, that's nice. Unfortunately, they forgot to... They censored everything out except their CC. So that's pretty intense. So Ethan actually responded to this already. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what Ethan said about this situation. Make sure I'm not muted.
Denims. Don't sue me, Denims. Please. Please don't take the first legal action. What's that?
First of all, this is very funny, but even though you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't taunt people into lawsuits, even though it's great for the content, even though it is very funny. You shouldn't. This is like, what are you going to do? Stab me? One of the few true things that Nick said is that nobody can afford a lawsuit. Now, H3 has a lot of money, but that money should go towards your kids' education, their future, their ongoing costs, you know, replacing their carpet to get all the giardia out of it, which actually never happened, obviously. That's a joke. But don't do this. You should never do this. I mean, it's great. Like this is like the common sense side. It's like saying, never do this, never do this. And the content side is like, yes, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Start more shit.
Have to do with anything. Don't take the first legal action. What's that have to do with anything?
For clips.
Denims is a giant turd-eating monster who, so life, financially speaking, I'm going to probably not ruin, but I do want to put her in some. I do want to. I would like to put her into some financial.
Declaring bankruptcy.
He wants to say grape. That's what he wants to. He wants to take her wallet and grape it.
Why don't you just chill?
No, what's the proper verbiage on this? Difficult day. How about no? See that sounds too bad. I'm going to put her into a pickle.
It doesn't sound serious enough. Pickle sounds like something like a funny.
Want to put her into a bit of a bind. We'll work on it. I'm kidding, by the way.
We'll see about that. I don't think he's kidding. Just a check. Let me see. What's this? Yeah. No worries. All right. So that should be pretty entertaining. That should be pretty entertaining coming up. All right. So we'll go into a bit of silly news, and then we're going to go into the Japanese roach girls, which is I find very, very entertaining. We'll see if you guys like it too, though. But it as of this moment, we are start the clock, 10 days. Internet Lolsuit is on the way. We've already got 27,000. And like I said, when the One Piece terrorist supporting pirate group comes along, I'm sure they'll get this all the way to the top. Not the Roach Girls. Yes, it's going to be massive Roach Girl content tonight. So here's a couple of silly stories as a bit of a palate cleanser from the legal shit. I thought this was like, can I get some ones in the chat? I saw this picture. Okay, this is the bronze statue that was put in Times Square. I was sure. I was 100% sure that this was AI. I saw this and I was like, well, that's a pretty dumb AI picture. But allegedly, this is real. Did you think this was like? Did you guys see this? And if so, did you think it was real? This is the stupidest statue I've seen in quite a while. But we'll take a look. I thought it was people thought it was AI. It's real. I thought it was AI too. It's Harriet Truman. No, this is the average woman according to, I guess, their protest. Let's take a look. 12-foot bronze statue of woman in Times Square challenges who we should be rendered immortal. That's a very stupid statement for a statue that is only lasting like a month. It challenges people's internal landscapes. Oh my God. She has an external landscape. That's a huge bitch. She's fat. Let me see. In New York's Times Square, a woman stands with ease and confidence amidst the tourist. She just happens to be 12 feet tall. Can I make that? There we go. The bronze statue, entitled Grounded in the Stars, is one of two art installations by British artist Thomas J. Pierce, whose work is challenging people's assumptions about identity and representation, creating a moment for reflection in the frenetic, body-filled public space, or the public space. I guess if it's the potato slicer that would say that. Hey, get out of here, stupid ad bar, top stories. The young woman, dressed in contemporary clothes, but posed like Michelangelo's David. Wait a... Doesn't Michelangelo's David have like a towel he's holding with one arm? Hold on a second. I got to look at this off screen. Michelangelo's. I felt sure he doesn't. Yeah, Michelangelo's. This looks nothing like Michelangelo's David. What are they talking about? What do they mean? David is like got one arm like this. And first of all, David doesn't. Maybe they should have rendered her in marble. Who can say? Who can say? It has caught the attention of the art world and passerbys alike. No, I think it's caught the crowd of people on Twitter who think this is literally... This just looks like AI. This just literally looks like AI. I saw this like maybe last week. And I was like, there's no way that's real. And then I even saw an animation of this like walking around. So I was like, oh, okay, someone's animated it. Yeah, as well. It's absolutely AI. This looks like trash. Holy crap. Why is it always the British? Why is it always the British? The intention of my public work is to become part of a place they inhabit and its physical, material history, as well as the visitors that pass through and around the location, no matter how fleeting. Price said it is a statement on Times Square's website, grounded in the stars, will be on view until Tuesday, June 17th at the intersection of Broadway Avenue. Like, so this is not even lasting. Like, it's a little bit over a month. And it's rendered immortal, but for only like 2 months' time. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. The artist did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. Can I get a 1 to 10? Like, chat, can you fix her? And by the way, there will be some girls you can fix later. For my bros that enjoy fixing people, you got the premium fix her content coming up. Can this be fixed? Can you save her? I don't think so. I don't think so. Shanfly, grounded for sure, yeah. Oh my goodness, so proud. So proud. Don't want to? Nope. Covered in... Hey, look, that purple could be anything, okay. All right, what else have we got here on my This Week in Stupid News? Student rescued from Mount Fuji twice in 4 days after going back to find his phone. I didn't know this guy was Chinese, but that makes it funnier. The man, identified by police as a 27-year-old Chinese student, developed altitude sickness twice after climbing during the peaks off season. So you're not supposed to climb Mount Fuji unless it is basically, I think it's like July to September, I want to say. Basically, if there's snow on the mountain, you're not supposed to go up there. But the Chinese student was airlifted from Japan's Mount Fuji last week, had been saved a second time just 4 days later. Local authorities said the 27-year-old climber made an emergency call on April 22nd after getting altitude sickness on the mountain's Fujinomiya Trail, about 3,000 meters above sea level. That's not even the top. He was 700 meters away from the peak. I've done this twice. Okay, what an amateur. I never got... I mean, look, it gets hard up there, but like, that's amateur. It's the peak's off-season when officials urge people to stay away from incredibly harsh conditions. But 4 days later, police said that when they received another call to the mountain after the student, who had not been named, returned to look for his phone and other belongings left behind. So he had to get rescued twice. Did he have a second phone? Did they have to call another one? They said that another climber found him. Oh, so he literally got saved by another climber. Excellent. I mean, maybe he should have left him there, though. He was unable to move after he apparently developed altitude sickness for a second time. There is no penalty when the climber needs to be rescued, but the Chinese student's case prompted outrage on social media, and the calls for him to be charged at least for his second rescue. Oh, so he got away with it. He can't keep getting away with it, chat. He went up there, then he went back because he lost his phone. Like, oh my God. I can't keep getting away with it. I can't find the clip. Where is it? Shit, never mind. It's all right. The time is gone. Something Wong. Yeah, that's the name was, the name was detected. It was Something Wong. Maybe he had like, he had to go get his Bumble matches or whatever. Natural selection, but it's not. All right, so quick little side note for today. There's a new pope, and there's a very funny little thing that came across my desk. So there's a new pope, and congratulations, new pope is hopefully he's better than the last pope, but he's an American apparently, which is nice. You know, good American pope. He's not the first American pope apparently, but this is something that I noticed. The editors for Wikipedia page for Pope Leo the 14th are freaking out about how to say he's not American. Go look at the talk page. Hilarious and amazing. So I was like, okay, let's take a look. Now, I have never actually realized there's a talk button here on Wikipedia. But if you go to talk, you can literally see the Janny moderators talking about all the things that they're trying to fix and debate about, and the debate me, bro. And if you search for one drop rule, sorry to cough again. Basically, they've been arguing all day about whether or not he's American. And it's, let's see, the Pope's early life. His mother is not Italian. His father and parents were French and Italian. His mother's roots are Spanish. Martinez guy is definitely not Italian. The very same mistake is made in the French version of the page. And then people are arguing all over this. And they literally made the one drop rule, which is just so funny. The one drop rule is from legacy of degrading Afro-Americans in the antebellum Southern United States. I firmly disagree with this as a fact that should be added. The mods have just been going on about this for so long. That's not true. The one drop rule is a cardinal tenet of racism in America. The one drop rule was used in legal terms in the early 20th century. It is not applied today. But this is like, I was going through this and it's really entertaining. Like if you've got like nothing to do and you want to waste all your time like I have, you go through this and see second pope is from the American continent. If you search for American in this, I think. Oh, here we go. Let's see what we can say. Let's see. What is this one? That the Pope has some African heritage in the article would be a bold statement, bringing pride to African Americans to create a sense of affinity to the Pope in African nations. Amazing. Peruvian American. No mixed packing? Like, come on, that's true. He was born in the US, but later took Peruvian citizenship. Isn't it more correct to call him American Peruvian? Peruvian American explicitly means Americans of Peruvian descent. He has no Peruvian heritage. He should be indicated as an American-born Peruvian. Yes, this is very misleading. The article should reference his naturalization somewhere. Absolutely agree. It is certainly misclassification to describe him as Peruvian without adding the naturalized preface. The man is of Italian, French, and Spanish descent and is a born American, naturalized Peruvian. Quite misleading to have Peruvian in the header. Correct. An American who moved to Africa would minister would never be referred to as the first African pope, no matter what to prove. They've been like, this is so autistic. Yes, it is. should not say he's the first American pope. That's not correct. Prior pope was also American. This is English Wikipedia. American refers to people from the US in English. Not really, but okay. I second that he is American and that we explicitly mean in English someone is from the United States of America. By this and that, it's not wrong or confusing to say this. I am from America, and when we say someone is American, we mean they are born in the US, not another country in the Americas. Actually, the Wikipedia moderators, the unpaid Wikipedia moderators are going nuts. They're having the, you should fix this page then, the Americans. Not so far. North American Legion of North America, which is referring to the continent. Please refer to American. If referring to someone to the United States of America is an American is incorrect, then nearly every single article about Americans on the English word is, for example, Obama, Michael Phelps, Mark Twain, Ford Motor Company, Wikipedia itself is a page titled Americans. Oh my God, it just goes on and on and on. It's so funny. It's actually so funny. They're so butthurt. They're so butthurt about saying this is an American pope. They're looking for any way to. I think there was another one. There was something like United Stater or something. Here we go. This is the one. This is one I saw as well. This is an English Wikipedia. In English, there's no ambiguity about what the term American means. Someone from the United States, there is no alternative. United Stater is not a term. So someone tried to call him the first United Stater Pope, which is just absolutely dented. That's all I can say about it. Wikipedia fake and gay. I guess, right? I love this new term, United Stater. Have you ever heard that? Someone say that? I mean, I have not, but maybe people do say it. Who can say? Who can say? All right. Should we get into the Roach Girl content? So This is just a short little thing that I saw. US Asian? No. All right. So there's a channel, like, I don't know why this was recommended to me, but I found a page that was recommending me videos, and I've never seen this content before. But the Kansai Clean Service English page was recommended on my YouTube, like, thing. And then I saw this video, in fact, and this is actually kind of a base video. This is the video that was recommended to me. Huge debt, unseen Japan in her 20s. This is the Roach girl content. So if you're looking forward to the Rakeda body cam, this is going to acclimatize you to what you're going to be seeing inside his house. But this one's actually kind of sad, but it's crazy. So basically, this is the story of a girl, and she works as, she's a sex worker. She's a sex worker, okay? And she lives in this grubby apartment. But this one actually has like a happy ending. But this one is so dark. So I don't think we'll watch this one. Like, I think her cat dies, and they just leave it in their room. Like, it's absolutely disgusting. And this guy's like really shiny for some reason. I think he's got like plastic surgery. I don't know. He's like wearing makeup or something. I very much doubt she's a Jav model. No, she's probably just like a walking lady. But basically, this channel, they go through like these hoarders, and they just clean up their. She's got tambourines and everything. She got some wild stuff in here. But this one actually has a happy ending, because they clean her house, and then they like meet her like a month later, and she's got like a job at like she's no longer living in the hoarded home, and she's like working in like a shop now. She's like a shop girl, and she's got like a clean shirt. So they actually saved her. They actually did fix her. They actually fixed her. And like at the end of this one, like she's like she's clean shaven. She's got like a shirt. She's going to work at her real job now. So they actually fixed her. But they do have this video. She lives in a hoarded home. She works in the sex industry. Why can't she quit? We're going to take a look at this one, I think. And you're going to have to watch. You're going to have to worry about this one, because this one's pretty. I don't know. You'll find out. Japanese censorship is very annoying. So you won't ever see her face, and they'll have like annoying squeaky voices. But we're going to go through. This is only 15 minutes. Let's take a look at this and see if the Roach Girl content is a new and untested model on YouTube. We'll have to find out. So today's client, I'll have to read the. I was watching this on 2-point speed. We'll go back down to normal. We'll see. But I have to. All right, we did a new poll. Johnny, the previous poll says that most people think he's going to get a 3 to 5. No, actually, 32% said 5 to 10. All right, here's the new poll, chat. Can you fix her? Can you fix her? Yes. No. And I guess results search. Liked stream. All right. Let's see. All right. How embarrassing. Now this is actually triggering me, because longtime viewers of the stream will know that I had a roommate when I was in university, and she asked me to go look for her wallet. And she lived downstairs. She lived in the basement, and she was like a corset designer or something. But she was like a shut-in sort of girl, and she was very weird. And I lived like above her, and she was like down in the basement. But she had the largest room. And she asked me to go. She called me up one day, and she's like, "Hey, can you go see? I can't find my wallet. Can you check my wallet if it's in my room?" So I go downstairs. I look in her room, and she had a big pink dildo on her bed, just sitting there on her pillow. So when I saw this first 4 seconds, I was like, "Oh no!" All these flashbacks are coming back to me. And the question is, do you think she left that out knowing that I was going to go down there? Because her wallet was on the table. It was there. So when you invite these people to come to your house and clean your house, and you don't put away your vibrators. Like, what are you doing, woman? What are you doing? How embarrassing. Oh no, teehee, how embarrassing. Everything else in the room is censored except for this. Oh my goodness. All right. Do you get told you look like a famous person? A famous person? I get told I look like Alice Hirose. What is Alice Hirose? Alice Hirose. Let's take a quick look. She is a Japanese actress and former model. So this is she allegedly looks like this person. So you'll have to use your imagination. Just a back magister. This mood works in. Oh no. She got the big pack of lotion for the work. Look, lads, are women just gross? Can I guess it's a big bag of lube? Or is it not? I don't know. Oh my goodness. This is the lotion I use for my work. Why would you show this? Don't fix her. Diddy size lotion bag. Yes, in Japan, lotion comes in a bag. I don't know why. It just does, okay? It's like Canada with milk. What the second wait, this is a big jar of Vaseline. I'm pretty sure this is like Wasaline, so which is Vaseline. She's just like she's got the extra big tub. Maybe she's just really got small hands. I don't know. Why would you? Oh my goodness. The thing is, this person breathes my air because this is the Kansai cleaning crew, and I live in the same area. So I live in the Kansai area. Generally speaking, I work in the health industry. So this is the big scam that Japan has, is they call like prostitutes healthcare workers, and they could do delivery health. So you, I guess you call up a prostitute and they come in and improve your health. I can't fix her. No, she's too far gone for me. We haven't even seen her floor yet. Like, it's pretty crazy. It gets worse, chat. I'm not a customer. Come on now. All right. This is Tokyo, though. Like, this is this is defamatory. Because that is Tokyo Tower in the distance, I believe. So why are they showing this? It's only a cult. All right. Let's see. Who's our Kansai cleaning crew person? But I have to ask the question, do they just do this for discount cleaning? Because, like, if my house, first of all, my house is pretty clean. When my house gets a little bit, it gets a bit dirty sometimes, but I clean my house at least, every couple of days. So I don't know how houses get to this state in the first place. But if my house looked like this, I would not let anyone inside my house. But she's like, oh yeah, a camera crew can come in and just film everything. I just don't get it. Clean the room, bucko, yes. Yeah, it's the Kansai cleaning crew. So it's Ota. This is our man. Our main man is Ota. And we're about to meet our heroine. The room's messy. Now, here's another question. First of all, this is the Genkan area. So this is... You've got a lot of fucking shoes. Is this going to be messier than Nick's house? We need the body cam so we can compare. Like, from what I've heard, the Nick's house was messier than this. But, I mean, it's going to get worse in her house. But we'll see. We'll see. Imagine the smell. What the... No! She's got like a cat litter box and it's just like full of shit. Do you own a cat? Yes, I do. Where's the cat? The cat refused to be on TV. But the woman did. She's just there. Like, when people are like calling CPS on Ethan for Giardia, this is what they think that his house looks like. Wow. Oh no, look at this. Look at this. This is whenever you've got like the empty noodle cups, you're in for bad times. So this is a kotatsu. This is like a special table you get in Japan where it's got like a blanket. And what you do is it's got like a heater under it because Japanese houses have shit insulation. So what you're supposed to do is you put your legs under the kotatsu and like it's really warm under there and it's like really cozy. So you're like, it's like you're snuggling in bed, but you're at a table sitting on the floor. I don't own a kotatsu. I've never owned a kotatsu, but they are quite chill. I actually quite like them. But yeah, we've got all these pet bottles, which is what we call them over here. I guess you just call them plastic bottles. I don't know. Do you call them pet bottles in America? Oh my goodness. She can't even get under this. And why would you want to? Are there any other rooms this way? This one's worse. The door won't even open. Oh my god. She just wants to keep the clothes. She's got more bottles. Like it's frustrating. Oh look, she's got the lemononi. This is actually like a really good drink. It's like a lemon chuhai. But it's a little bit sour. I actually like that one. Oh my god. This is disgusting. It is pretty bad. Do you think it's worse than Nick's house, though? If you think it's worse than Nick's house, press 1. If you think Nick's house is much cleaner, then press 2 in the chat. We'll have to see. She's well hydrated. Well, I mean, clearly not. That's why she needs the big bag of lube or whatever it is.
ベッドとかはもう大丈夫でしょうか。あ、マットレスだけ残す。こちらはもうお手洗いとか。
Alright, we're gonna take a look at the bathroom. This could be pretty bad.
あ、まあまあまあま
Actually, the bathroom's not as bad as I thought it would be.
あ。もうほとんど処分っていう形で。で、いるものいらないものまた一緒に仕分けながら。
Oh. It's just like hair and hair clips and like the cat's water dishes in here. Disgusting.
はい、確認していきますね。で、ここお手洗いですね。
There's the toilet. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Just is it so hard to throw out a toilet roll? I mean, I know these people have to be like mentally ill. I understand that, but like you can't rationalize an irrational person. But when I see this, I'm just like, just throw your damn toilet rolls away, or like use them for arts and craft. There's so many activities you can do with these. They're just like, oh, here's another roll of toilet paper. Let's just throw this one on the floor too. And there's a ramen bowl in here. She was eating ramen on the toilet. I mean, I assume that she just put the ramen bowl in there because it was a trash room or something, and she wasn't actually eating on the toilet. But at this point, I don't know why I should give her the benefit of the doubt.
あはははは。まあまあまあ。また。かしこまりました。はい。よし。
All right, so when you're in Japan, if you hear this sound,
かしこまり
the
ました。
breathing through the teeth,
はい。よし。
it means you're in for a bad time. Like if you ask someone, hey, can I take the week off? Like to your boss, and he goes, that's a no. That's how Japanese people express no and displeasure. Just the Cope's breaths, yes. What's your first impression?
そのペットを飼われてた。
The droppings from the cat,
あとその猫の毛とか。
and it's lots of hair.
が結構。
And that's pretty bad. She's got a little cat thing here, though. That's kind of neat. You know, cat can climb up here and have fun.
っていう印象です。
What the fuck is it? Like just drugs over here? Like some medicine over here? Like not drugs, but like, you know, like medicine.
だから匂いもしてるんですけど。
The
多分
place
それは
smells. It stinks. Imagine the smell.
ペットのトイレがあったと思うんですけ
I
ど。
hope nobody's having breakfast right now. If you do, you're going to suffer today.
まあそれが匂いの発祥かなっていう印象ですよね。
Okay. Here's the first problem that I have detected in this woman's life. She needs to put the phone down. She needs to put the phone down and pick up the mop, okay? Like, I can understand that she's probably paying these people to clean her house, but this is one of those situations where if like you have to teach a man to fish, okay? If you go around and help these degenerates clean up their homes, they're just gonna like the house is just gonna go back to being dirty again the very next couple of weeks, right? She needs a man. She's a lady of the night. She's a lady of the night. She has lots of men in her life. So she's lived here for how long? 5 years. 5 years. She's always been prone to hoarding rubbish. No. Oh, no. You hoard things. You don't hoard rubbish. Like she's a literal roach. I told you, these are the Japanese roach girls. She's got a little cute little thing here. I've got one of these too. Not this one. I've got a cuter one. It's like a little bird thing. Hold on. I'll go get it for a second. Let me just go get my bird. He's cute. See? See? We got a little bird thing too. Wait, why did the light go off? That's weird. All right, let's continue. Bird time? Yeah, it's bird time. Why did this light? It's always been prone to hoarding. Oh no, not the hair extensions. Oh my goodness. That's the worst part. I think that's the worst part for me is when you see like the loose hair extensions just lying around. Hopefully it's not just actual hair. Wait, hold on. Let's go back a second. Let's go back. We're like EFAPing this like roach girl's entire life. Yeah, if you're a member, by the way, if you join as a member, you get access to the bleach emoji, which is what we need. You can apply this directly to your eyes. But the the sink isn't too bad. There's some space in here. Like, you know, as long as the sink water can work, it's fine. It's fine. This is pretty bad. Like, this is absolutely disgusting. And she's got like her phone charger or something right next to the cat shit. You have to join as a member if you want the eye bleach. That's the only thing that can protect you. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, she lives in Osaka too? Right. It's been like this for about 1 year. Is there a reason it got like this? Okay, so she lives in Osaka, but then she's going places. She's going on work trips, if you know what I mean. Wait a minute, was that a fucking anime bowl? This is literally a Naruto bowl. Look at that. It's got the fucking Konoha leaf thing that they have on their little headbands. Of course she would be an anime degenerate. Because of work. She's been going on too many business trips to the love hotels. When I get home, I don't have the energy to clean up. I just got like loose smoked cigarettes. Oh, it is the Lemononi. Nice. Hidden filth village. No. Oh no. What is this? What is this drug? Myceti. What is Myceti? Oh, like, wait, is that like mycelium or something? Wait, what is Myceti? Can I get Max or Sam? What is 10 milligrams of Myceti? Myceti? What is that? I gotta find out what this is. Myceti 10. I gotta know what this is. It's for treating insomnia. Oh, okay, so it's like sleeping pills. I was thinking I thought it would be like that too. Max is not back birth control. No, it's usually treating on insomnia, apparently. Medicine enhances the suppressive mechanism of the GBBA system, acting on receptors, the central nervous system, and exerting hypnotic and sedative effects. So it's sleeping pills, basically. What work do you do? I work a night job. Hey, look, if she's working a night job, then clearly she has time during the day to clean up, right? Isn't that how it works? Max is on his way to Osaka. Yeah, that would be him. Not at a bar or anything. I work. So he was like, "Oh, okay, you work at like you like a bartender or something?" He's like, "Nah, I'm a professional slag." There you go. What? The place I work at doesn't offer services to the end. Okay. So what this means is that technically in Japan, you know what it means. I mean, you guys know what it means. You know what it is. But technically in Japan, P and V is not allowed under the prostitution laws. So they do a lot of outer course, apparently. People are getting, I'm pretty sure that, anyway. Generally speaking, it's the health industry. I've earned in a month 3 million yen. This is like, so this is what like English teachers get in a year. It is essentially, I want to say $25,000 in a month. So like she literally is like Asmongold. She's making money hand over fist, but she can't clean her apartment. Like, what's the point? I mean, let's actually have a look. The Japanese yen's pretty weak at the moment, but I'm pretty sure 3 million yen is like $25,000 yen to US dollars. Yeah, it's like $20,000. Oh, it's getting worse, boy. It's getting worse, bro. So it's $20,000 a month she's earning in her night job. The stress was so high that I would spend more.
なんか
So this is actually very common as well in Japan. What you get is you get these people that work in these night industries, but then they spend all of their money going to other night industry things. And typically it is the male host clubs. So they go into these host clubs, and these boys that dress up like in makeup and like really do like the pretty face, like the cutie Asian boy face is what they do. And then they spend like $1,000 a night getting compliments from these guys, and then they run out of all their money, and then they have to go back and work more in the sex industry so they can afford to keep going to these very predatory hostess clubs. It's like it really is a vicious cycle, and there's all these sort of scams they're doing on each other, and we've seen a bit of that in the previous streams when we talked about Japanese things. It's not really the boyfriend experience, but it's kind of close to that as well. Is there anything you're looking for? I can't find the TV remote. I might have thrown it away. Wait, so she's been watching the same channel? She can't even turn off the TV for the last year? That's rough. That's the worst part.
多分捨てちゃったような気もするんですけど、あればって感じですかね。
あ、テレビのリモコン今ないんですか？
そうなんですよね。多分捨てたような気がする。
I might have binned it, but if it shows up, I'd be happy.
今テレビの
How are you changing the channels?
テレビ見ないんで正直つけっぱなしです。
I don't watch the TV. I just leave it on. She literally just leaves the TV on all the time. Oh my goodness. Japanese people don't have second screens. Like, you know how like everyone in English countries now has a second screen, and that's where you put on your video essays and your favorite streamer to say bro, true, and you know, it is what it is. Japanese people don't do that. They just leave the TV on all day, every day.
あ、これつけっぱなし？
このチャンネル一緒じゃない
It's been on this channel for... I was just joking. But she's literally forced to watch Japanese variety television shows at what appears to be 10:15 a.m. all day, every day. Yeah. We got any second screen bros out there watching my show right now? I hope so. I hope so. The second screen bros is the market I'm trying to court, actually.
で、出かけるとき電源だけ消すみたいな。
つけっぱなしで
No, she doesn't even turn it on. She doesn't even turn it off. She just leaves it on. She literally said she leaves it on all day because she can't. You know, like the TV screen. It's got like those buttons. You have to like put your fingers around the back of it or something. And it's like they're like hidden, and they're like, like it's like here, here, and here. Like she literally can't. Do women really just not turn off the TV if they can't find the remote? Just... Oh no! Oh no! To be fair, this is the actual real true take that all channels are the same. It is very true in Japan. Japanese TV is pretty shit.
あ、つけっぱなしなんですか？
やばいですよね。
Just unplug the TV. Just unplug it.
つけっぱなしの状態は。
5年ぐらいちゃいます。
It's been on for 5 years. I mean, if she's earning $20,000 a month in the sex industry, I guess she can afford to leave her TV on. So maybe I should maybe I need some advice on her, how to make real money or something.
ちょっと可能性ます。1個ピッて
But the buttons... All I have to do is press one button to switch it off, but I can't be bothered. I'm starting to realize why her house got into this situation in the first place.
だけどなんかめんどくさくて。もうなんかいい
I think, oh well. So now they're gonna seal her inside the apartment and burn it down. They've taken one assessment. The Inquisitors are calling in the virus bomb strike right now, and they're like actually sealing her inside her own sarcophagus. She's depressed, bro. Oh, okay. You got Roach Girl Simps in the chat telling me I'm being too mean to this person that'll never hear this, will never understand me, and is making more money than me because they're making $20,000 a month as a sex worker. Where's the rubber boots? He's getting extra rubber boots today for this. He's putting condoms over his rubber boots, so extra protection.
うんちとかなんかこうすぐ汚れそうだなっていう時は履かさせてもらってます、はい、まあもちろんお客様に了承を得て
So usually in Japan you don't wear shoes inside, but so he's putting on these rubber shoes to clean the apartment, but he asked permission first because he doesn't want them to be offended. It's like, I don't want to get your room dirty by wearing these rubber boots. I think that's going to be the least of her problems. How could I victimize this poor rich slag? I know. I know. 9 a.m. the work begins. At least she's helping. You know, this is good. I like to see him help out the people. Like, it's their job, but she has the decency to be ashamed enough to help. Oh no. The client's work suitcase. What's going to be in here? Don't know. What a surprise. What? Extra large. I guess this is extra large in Japan. Vibrator, teehee. What the fuck is it? She had a pack of meat in there? No, wait a minute. She said this was her work suitcase. Why does she have a pack of meat? Is this a pack of sausages? What is this? What? Did she just buy that as a snack and forget about it, or was she using it for something? Oh, this is bad. There's miso soup in there? Yeah, look. She's got a big extra large thing of like white Vaseline jar. I do need this. But she just stuffed that in her bra? Wait a second. Was that a fake tit? What was that? Wait a second. Now wait a moment. What happens here? It's a fake titty. Look at this. It's one of those gel titty packs. See? It's like a jellyfish. You can see it right here. I do need this. Tee-hee. And then she just stuffs it into her bra straight away. And then the other chick's laughing like, ha ha ha, we really are surfboards. She's flat. Mr. Me says, for the $5, she may make $20,000 a month, but you just got $5. Suffer, Japan sex workers suffer. Very true. Very true. Who's the real Fallon? Was she just? Does that mean she's lopsided now? Like, did she have the other one in, and they were just like, well, this chick's got like one extra large tit. Is this her appeal? She's like the unbalanced titty lady or something. Like, won't this like throw her off? Like, don't ladies complain about balance issues all the time? If like this is just not very aerodynamic, is what I'm saying. Hold on, you gotta look. She literally just stuffs it in her bra straight away. She has a habit of collecting chopsticks. So what happens is, every time you buy like a ready-made meal in Japan, they give you like these disposable chopsticks, which is in its own disposable plastic. And I never get these because I just use like my chopsticks or my forks at home. But it is you do get a lot of these. Like, I'll have 5 or 6 of these, but I throw the rest away. What's really silly is if you go buy like a carton of milk, they give you a straw. One time I went to go buy a liter of milk in a carton, and they gave me 2 straws. I'm like, what do you think that I'm doing? Do you think I'm going back to my house? I'm sitting down, I'm breaking open this 1 liter carton of milk. I'm putting in 2 straws, and then I'm having a romantic milk drinking night or something with somebody else. Like, what do they mean? I'm just buying this for my coffee. But yeah, you do get a lot of this shit in Japan. She collects them, apparently. Why did you call us today? That's a good question. So she's moving next month. She's moving on up to a bigger apartment that she can destroy. You don't have the willpower to do it. Oh no! Oh, this is awful. The loose hair under the little bathroom seat with all of these wrappers. I assume this is fake hair extensions, but she's got short hair. Alright, so he's going to quickly dispose of the cat litter box to get rid of the smell. Just the whole thing into the box. Nice. This is unironically fatherless behavior. She doesn't even like cats. That much.
なんですよ。たまたまその時新入社員
All
が
right. Okay. So she got an office job after graduation. So how did this happen? What is her life story?
年バレるな。たまたま
I'm giving away my age. Wait, hold on a second. We can calculate this, right?
年前ぐらいなんですよ。たまたまその時新
I
入
got an office
社員
job
が
after graduation.
年バレるな。たまたま
I was given a bonus as a new starter.
そのボーナスが出たその日になんか仕事も落ち着いて
And I was relaxing riding my bike on
これ出た
payday.
ら猫ちゃん見つけちゃって
And I saw this cat
ペットショップなんですけ
at
ど
a pet shop. I picked it up. Okay, so she graduated, so that was 6 years. So she's 28, I think. So she's revealed herself. She's revealed herself as that because Japanese people usually graduate at 22. She's had the cat after her first payday. So, you know, we figured it out, chat. She's 28. She's 28. She picked up the cat and ended up bringing it home. But wait, how did she become a sex worker though? Like she had an office. She had a real job. she had a real job. This reminds me of when I moved in. You can see the floor again. They immediately find the remote behind the TV. First time a man is in her apartment in years, even though she goes out to get her men. She gets her men on the outside. The first time a man is in her apartment, he immediately finds the remote. I mean, it's just too real. It's just too real. It's right next to the TV. God damn it. Elmo says, finally catching reliable. How's it going? She's so happy. I can change the channel now. She's so happy about this remote. You can. Do women know you can buy additional remotes, by the way? Like, you can just go to the shop and buy them. Big Remote doesn't want you to know about this. They want you to buy a new TV. But you can actually just go buy new remotes. She found a second remote. So this is the air conditioning remote control. I don't know if you guys use it. Like, I guess in America you have like a little thermostat or something, right? But in Japan you have these little remotes. So she's been living without air conditioning for the last 5 years because she couldn't be bothered looking for the remote as well. That's brutal, man. Those Japanese summers, especially in Osaka, they get really hot. All right, she was given some cute shit by a man that she was being paid to bone. She can't throw away, it's too cute. However, immediately after that... What? Please don't film what I'm about to do. Oh, okay. So she threw away his shit. She threw away his gift when the camera wasn't on, I assume. She's changing the channel. She's so excited. She wants to watch the variety show. The reason she works in the sex industry. Okay, we're going to find out. What is the reason, chat? You have to place your bets right now. Why do you think she's working this job? Okay, she started night work at age 19. She had student fees to pay. Well, that's kind of sad. I was barely able to pay my bills, so she's struggling. You know how people get to have lunch with their friends? I just wanted to do that. Oh, this is sad. Oh, this is kind of sad. I wanted to be able to pay for a 1,000 yen lunch. That's basically like $7. But I couldn't even do that. Once I graduated university and started working, I quit the sex industry. But I ended up gradually working in it again on the weekends. So she couldn't give up the game. So she literally put herself through university, paying off her own debts. So like a very admirable quality. And then she finally got a real job. She finally got a real job. She quit the sex industry. Then she's like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to just go back to it. I'm making way more money doing this.
週末だけはその夜のお店に働きに行くようになっちゃってどんどん掛け持ち
I was working 2 jobs, so working 7 days a week.
会社で全然必要とされてなくて
Now, she says that she wasn't valued when she was working in the company. This is very strong sentiment that a lot of young Japanese people have, is that because of the hierarchy system, when you start working in a new company or any company, you're basically undervalued. Nobody gives a shit about you, and your opinion means nothing. It can be quite frustrating. So I can understand this feeling entirely. But you have to stay in the company longer and work your way up. That's how it works.
自分が必要とされてないのって
They're playing the sad music now to know that you should feel sad for
必
her.
要とされたかったのはあります
She wanted to feel needed, so she went back to the sex industry, the only place where she felt whole.
目に見えて指名数ってわかるじゃないですか
You know how you can clearly see how many times you've been requested? What does she mean by that? Wait, now what? So she can look at the amount of men that she's made cum and she can use it as a running total to her self-worth. That is quite sad.
私ここいらっしゃるんですけどですね会社辞めちゃって
I quit the company and went straight back to night work. Finding a place where she felt she belonged. Oh, that's kind of sad. Is why she can't quit. So she's addicted to cock. She's just addicted to cock.
いやこんなとこは生活してたなと思ってます
Cameraman focusing on her ass. Look, he's about to give her a bonus, okay? Now we know why they were cleaning her apartment for free. How long have you disliked cleaning?
本当に全然幼少期からです
Since she was a child.
だからお母さんとかは恋愛した時とか絶対家来たまいやんみたいな感じで言われます私が片付けできるって知ってるんで
So her mum makes fun of her. Her mum makes fun of her for not cleaning. That is sad too. Like a lot of these problems come from bad parenting, in my opinion.
声は分かってます仕事の時は
Do we believe this statement? I'm really clean when it comes to work. I'm gonna put an extra down on this one. When you're walking through the streets, chat, and you see that cutie Japanese waifu girl, you say like, oh my goodness, it's just like my Japanese anime, isn't it? This is what her apartment looks like. This is what her apartment looks like.
めっちゃ綺麗にできるんですけど自分家はこのざまですねなんでなんですかね自分のことは多分どうでもいいやと思います
How clean is she when she leaves for work? I don't know. That's the question. From her? That's a good question. Blood clogged up with dirt and hair. Is this worse than the trap house that Nick was selling, the one with the rust stains? I feel like this is cleaner. Like this is actually cleaner than Nick's second house. Also, the chat with 213 votes, 58% of people say they can't fix her. 26% say yes. Oh my goodness. You guys are channeling Jeff's spirit. He's up in heaven right now saying I can fix her. That man, he had great taste in whiskey, but when it came to fixing women, not so much. He thought he could fix Isabel Janky, for example. The Silent Hill shower. I thought it was like SCP-173 shower.
今ちなみに水流れます
すごい久しぶりに見ました
She hasn't had a working sink in 6 years. It's like people like watch Asmongold's content. Like he recently just fell through his roof, and they're like, I can't believe anyone like a rich person would live like this. Apparently, like all rich people live like this. Have you noticed that? Like, you've got this chick, she's making $20,000 a month, lives like a pig. You got Asmongold, he's making millions of dollars a month. He lives like a pig. You've got Nick, he was making $20,000 in super chats a day. He lived like a pig. What is it with rich people and not having clean? Are only poor people with the clean? Is it like the poor and unwashed is actually, it's actually the rich and the unwashed, apparently. Oh, she found the second tit. She's no longer asymmetrical, girl. Or maybe she's going to double stack. I noticed she didn't lose the remotes for any of her vibrators, though. That is a bit curious. How many? Oh, I guess some of these are brushes. This is work equipment. the guy's like, she's like, people shouldn't see this. This is for work. And then the camera guy's like, he zooms in. You just know he's smelling that box. What did she find? Some mystery yellow thing. It's a secret. What could that be? What could that be? It's a secret, but it's an envelope. Probably the results from a doctor or something. Maybe it's a rental. Maybe it's a rental contract or something. No, but then you just show it. Like,
探してたものとか見つかりましたね。よかったですね。
これみたいな。
もう処分してほしいっていうものは、全部処分できま
No,
した。
don't rub your face with this glove. Take the glove off.
なので、要はね、搬出できましたので、このまま流れで引き続き、ハウスクリーニングをしていきたいなと思います。
All right, now we get to see the satisfying power wash segment, I guess.
判断しっかりしていただいたんで、本当になんとかスムーズにね、作業も進めれた
This
のか
does
な
make me
と
want to
思い
clean my
ます
room,
ので、そこはちょっ
unironically.
と良かったですね。はい。
Why is this part of this thing blurred though? Like, this is never coming out. This is never coming out. Oh, it's almost finished. They got the happy music playing 7 months ago. I wonder if there's comments on this side.
作業終わりましたので、
Work is complete.
今から確認させていただこうかなと。確認していただき
All
ます。
right, they're gonna do the reveal. The reveal. I'm actually looking
よ
forward
ろ
to
しくお願い
this.
します。綺麗になってるんで、普通に全然脱いでいい。
Cleaning, like, there was an episode of Malcolm in the Middle. In the episode of I've always remembered this episode, but there was an episode where I think it was Dewey went to go see Francis when he was working on the ranch with the rush. There was like a German couple that like owned this American ranch, and Francis ran away from home with his wife. I can't remember her name. She's like American Indian or something. It's not important. And Dewey and the like German grandma were cleaning, and she said that sometimes cleaning is the best penance. And I absolutely agree with that statement. And I've remembered it to this day, because sometimes if you feel bad, or if you just like, you can't focus, if you just clean your room, you do feel better. Like it just gives you a sense of accomplishment. And then you see everything. It just, I don't know, like cleaning your house also cleans your mind. It's kind of strange, but it is true. Mr. B with a 5, he says, hit that like button, you cowards, or Gino Bisconti will grease up your pillow. You've been warned. That's very disgusting. Dewey. Let's take a look. This actually looks pretty good. Like, it's actually really good. Settle down, Jordan Peterson. It's true, though.
させてもらってます。で、次、こちらのですね。はい。
すごい、ありがとうございます。
はい。
ベランダも綺麗。
そう、ベランダも。
I mean, that's a good job. I'm impressed. I might hire them. I mean, my house is clean, though.
染み込んでることがあったので、はい。
Yeah, you can't get rid of those stains.
ありがとうございます。
See, this had like a happy ending. Look at this. This is so nice now. The before and after. Oh no, let's take a look at this.
自分じゃ手に負えなかったんで。
はい。
Jesus Christ. These guys are miracle workers. That's amazing.
ありがとうございます。
本当に。
嬉しいですね。やっぱ気持ちもね、変わるんで。二度としないよ
Do you think they can wash away the?
頑張ります。
All right, so that's I don't know why this YouTube video was recommended to me, but it was actually pretty entertaining from my point of view. Do you guys like the Japanese Roach Girl content? Like, do you want to see more of this stuff in the future? We might watch one more. There's like a lot of crazy shit on this channel. LGB woman in a hoarded home. We cleared. We won't watch this one, but I want to take a quick look, a preview of this one. What is this one?
So go片付けるの苦手で
Oh, no, 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 no.
全然どうしたらいいか分かんない人
Oh, no, no, wait, no, no,
一つが家族みたいな存在なので
Can't throw away the
いるものな
dolls.
ので、お家にまた戻さないといけない。
Oh no, we're not watching this. This one's too scary. Maybe for Halloween. Maybe for Halloween we watch that one. Oh dear. But there was like one I wanted to see. I think I had it lined up. There's some crazy ones here though. But a lot of them are like they actually clean up like people that just die alone in these houses. That's a bit too. What the fuck? 5 years left untouched. It started with one bottle. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a lot of like old people just die in these houses and they just clean them up. But that's a bit too sad to watch. I think maybe. But it's Dollhouse still. 50 years, and he's got a cat. At least the cat looks really nice though. Yeah, it looks like a lot of these they're like they're cleaning up like houses where people just like die on something. But there's this one I think. Oh wait, there was this. This was the one where the girl had the turned her life around. So this one did have a happy ending. There was this one. Company boss asked us to clean up his employee's hoarded home. What we found was surprising. We're gonna watch this one. So this is a man in his 40s. It's not me. Okay. I'm gonna watch this one a little bit quicker though. This is only a short one. This one is pretty crazy though. Like, look at this. He's actually sleeping in garbage. He's got his mound over here of garbage. Then he's got his like packages, and then he's got like his bed here. And they've always got the little TV. They've always just got the same little TV.
寝るところがあって
All right, let's take a look at this one.
山になって谷になって山になって
食べられや
He's got this guy's got actual car collections and models. Like, so this is why I thought this chat might like this one. Because they've got like he's got his own model collection, and he actually anime figurines will take a part of this video.
これはね、綺麗な。
積み上がってるのはもしかしたら全部
He's got a bunch of Ferrari models. Oh, that like, oh, the cigarettes. No, not the cigarettes. That actually makes me gag. Oh my god, that was disgusting. That was actually disgusting. Company flat transformed into a hoarded home. A shocking discovery while cleaning. If I see those cigarettes again, I'm going to skip past that. That's gross. That's actual gross.
皆さんこんにちは。
All right, who we got today? Is it the
サ
same
ー
guy?
ビスの太田で
No,
す。
it's Ota.
本日のご
Ota.
依頼は会社の社長様から社員さんに貸している社宅の、現状ゴミ屋敷になっているということで
God, I miss smoking. You rat. You rat. You're not gonna like there's some you will not believe how many cigarettes are in this man's apartment. It's Alberta, yes, exactly. WMMA scene now says cleaning is easy. I've always had trouble with maintaining the cleanliness. It seems like J girls are masters of rot. There's a lot of rotten. Well, yeah. Anyway.
それを片付けてほしいというお依頼をいただきました。で、住まれてる社員
All
さん
right.
は
So it's a company man. He's an employee. He's a male in his 40s. It's not me. Okay. Don't put my face on this mystery person's face here. Okay. That would be. Wait, can I do that myself? Ah, wait. If I go like this, maybe. Almost. Almost. If I could move it on StreamYard, it almost fits. Never mind. All right. It's not me.
男性の方。で、間取りは 3DK の建物。
Oh, he's got a nice, like, he's got a 3DK. So it's like 3 rooms and a dining and a kitchen room. That's pretty big for a single person in Japan.
以上まだ住まれているので、
He still lives
もちろんやっぱいるものとかいらないものがある状態です。で、事前に前もって、
He wants the
社員さん
majority.
はいるものは別の部屋に移動していただいて
Okay,
ま
so
す
he's
の
got
で、
one room full of
ほ
all
と
the
ん
stuff he
ど
wants to
大きさを
keep.
確認したんですけども、ほとんどいらないということなので、ただいるものもしかしたらあるかもしれないので、しっかり確認して作業していきたいと思います。では、だからね、状況もありますので確認していきましょう。
All right, show us the inside. Show us the good part. All right, so far, so good. Okay, this is cleaner than the chick's apartment. Okay, this is kind of like looks like almost like a sliding school door or something. But he's only got one pair of shoes. so far the Genkan, the whole, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Oh no. Oh, he's got the 360 camera. He's got the Insta 360. Nice. I got a sneak peek. Okay. All right, this is worse. This is worse than the girl's apartment. He's got literal bags of cigarette butts. This is an entire shopping bag. 1 bag, 2 bags, 3 bags full of cigarette butts. And what appears to be jars of jam and coffee cartons. And a Gundam model. He's got his models. There's not that much of an odor. That surprises me. Apparently, it doesn't actually smell. So there's the previous girl's apartment was smellier than this guy's. You want one of those 360 cameras? You can have mine if you want. Like I scratched it, so it's kind of useless now. Where's that person that said they miss smoking? Do you still miss smoking? Look at these bags of cigarettes. Literal bags. 3 bags just full of cigarette ash and crap. How does this happen? Like, isn't this like a fortune? Aren't cigarettes expensive? Looks like he smokes a lot. Oh no. Wait a second. Wait a second. I know what that is. I can see those model kits. He's been building models and smoking. That's all he does in here. He can't. He's just eating ramen and food from the konbini, smoking and building models all day. Look at this. He's into that gunpla shit. He's building tank models, watching Sean's stream while he's smoking all day, every day. What the fuck? It's like... I'm sorry, but like this is just like insane. This like short circuits my brain. Like, look at all of these like instant coffees. So these like instant coffees, you've got this is a good one actually, the Boss Black coffee. You've got an uneaten sandwich here, and there's just packets of cigarettes. Like each one of these blue things is a packet of cigarettes. I'm actually just like, holy crap. Wait. wait. We've got to enhance this frame. There's an interesting detail here that we need to see. We need to see. Put it into the crime lab. Enhance Sector J. Anime figurines. This is the cause and problem of everything in his life. And not only is it just one. Look at this. He's got an entire lineup over here. He's got Gundam, lotion bottle, empty 2-minute noodle cans. Then you've got your anime girls down here. Oh no. Is that Best Girl Ray? Is he an Eva fan? Oh no, this explains everything. He's like, excuse me, as he comes into the horde of garbage. Oh my god, this is too insane. He sleeps on this blanket. So he sleeps on this blanket here. This blanket right here, that's his bed. And this is all his garbage. Like, is it like a cozy vibe or something? Like when you're sleeping in your garbage? Apparently this is typical of a hoarded property. Lots of cigarettes. These are all just like wrappers and shit. And these are all cigarette cartons. Like he's got entire stacks of cigarette cartons. Then the instant coffee side. And he's got like a pair of scissors down here. Oh goodness, my cough is coming back. Hey, look, he's got the remote. We found... Wait a second. Look at this. The remote is right here. Look. We found it already. It's like, where's Waldo or whatever? But like this guy, his life is in ruins, in tatters, but at least he had his remote, okay? So he can turn on his TV and change the variety TV programs. So he's actually a little bit above the girl so far, but at least he knows where his remote is. He has his priorities set up in life.
ご質問させていただきます。よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, the ladies, can you fix him? Apparently, they're talking to the guy, but he's blurred out.
1つ目なんですけども、
Iron Man, not even once. Not even once.
ゴミはいつ頃
So
か
why
ら
did the garbage all
溜まり
pile
始め
up?
ましたか？
20数年前に入ったんですけ
He
ど、
moved here 20 years ago, so he's been in the apartment 20 years. Well, the trash has been piling up for the last 16 years.
15年。
14年。はい。くらい前から少しずつ。
It's just been gradually building.
もともと片付けっていうのは苦手だったんですかね。
苦手な方ですね。
苦手な方で
He's
す。
always struggled with
でその
cleaning.
片付けとか掃除に関してご自身にとって大変だなって思うことって何ですかね？
出すのがめんどくさかったから。
もうお茶はそうですよね。まあ、実際そのお客様がご自身が食べたものってちなみ
That's
に
ice cream, by the way. That's like a nice little ice cream thing. He's got a pair of. Oh, those look like a comfy pair of shoes, though.
生ゴミっていうかですね。
はい。
So basically, he can't be bothered throwing away his food waste, his coffee cups, and ramen things.
片付けが苦手だからっていうので、今初めの方から少しずつ。
最初は豆っていうかまあ一応やってたんですけど。
Wait, that's a doorway?
もうお仕事も忙
I
しい
thought there was like a.
では今日も一日暑いですが頑張っていきましょう。
で今日はゴミ屋敷
It's a
と
hot
いうことなの
day
で、仕分けとか搬出大変だと思いますが、まあ、ちょっと連日猛暑日、
All right,
まあ
we'll
暑い
skip
続い
past
てるので
the. They're doing the prep talk. They're doing. He's like he's sending his boys behind enemy lines, and he's giving them the prep talk. Like, some of you may not survive, but that's a risk that I'm willing to take. It's the same crew from the previous chick's house too. So this woman, she's seen some shit. Also, the cinematography is pretty good. Like this nice little push shot going in. Like they did really good job with the 360 camera. Like there's some professionals here. Like they clean professionally and they edit professionally. I like this. It's so smooth too. It's almost like they've got a dolly or something. This is like $40. It's like $40. It's brand new. I think, sir, I think we've located the. Like this is like the Marines are going in and they're looking for the source of corruption. I think we found it. I think we found a problem here. It's the 1-to-1 scale full action plastic model girl. What is this? Azra Ninja. It's brand new. You guys, come on now.
ラベラリア。これはね、綺麗な。
Why does he have two of the same model? Model bros, please explain. Is it because is he like never removed from box or something? Is he a collector? Wait a second. This guy's actually got some pretty good whiskey. Wait a second. They thought I would miss that. I saw it. Is this the Yamazaki 10? Or the Hibiki? No, it's the Hibiki, right? Look at this. He's got these Jack Daniels, and then he's got his like Hibiki whiskey. It's just stacked on top of like Ferrari boxes, and it's next to his waifu collection. This guy's living the dream. I don't know what you guys are talking. Like he's like PWI. He doesn't have no piece of ass around to tell him what to do. He's just drinking whiskey, building anime figurines, and smoking all day, every day. And he's living there rent free because it's his boss's house is lending it out to him. Pretty base, so I think so, right? Do you need the kit bash? Yeah, maybe. These are all. Is it what? Is this some sort of? He's got all of these that look the same. Where's he getting these from? Definitely not. No, come on. That's a really good. Wait, hold on a second. This is a really expensive one. What is that? What grade is this? Enhance this footage. This is a big Gundam. Usually it says like perfect grade or something on it. This is a big box. Like what the fuck? Still in box. Everything's packaged. Wide range of motion. This actually looks pretty cool. All right, there we go. It is the, what is this? Multi-purpose test mobile suit. Gundam Bros, can you tell me if this is a good one or not? I don't know. Lock him up. We found the secondary source of corruption. It's the Chaos and Pretty Witch. Full-scale action plastic model set. What does this say here? This Megami is specialized for projectile combat and has a unique design based on a witch. Her abundant weapon parts and can be disassembled and rearranged, giving you the freedom to customize the model to suit your battle instincts, despite her cute appearances. Witch is much stronger than she appears. Okay. Wait, this is some sussy shit down here. In the underwear or whatever. It's like $35 or something. What the fuck is this? I would burn down my house before letting these people inside to see that if I had that model. PS4 acquired though. So he literally is living the dream. He's just playing with his anime models. He's smoking, he's drinking his whiskey, and he's playing his PS4 games. I mean, if they had any, right? The Bloodborne machine. No, I can't watch this part. I can't watch the dirty, muddy cigarette water. It's too much. It's too much for me. I'm gonna skip past that. Oh no, it's all cigarette out. I don't like this part. Okay, there we go. We should be safe now. Just show me more anime figurines. I don't want to see this cigarette like dirt. No, 6 on the PS. Alright, let's skip past the kitchen. What the fuck? Wait a second. The water was... There's a hole in the sink? How did that happen? There's literally, like... You know when you, like, leave your dishes in the sink so that they can soak a bit and it's easier to wash them? This guy left water in it, like, it's just a hole in his sink. Yeah, I couldn't be a plumber or mechanic. Watch out for cigarette lighters. There's another anime girl right here. And look at these PS4 games. He's got an entire... This is actually like... There's potentially quite a lot of value in this house, actually. Wait, she threw the anime... Like, of course the woman just throws the anime toys straight... I mean, the model figures right into the trash. Oh no. The futon is like covered in ash. It's so gross. Oh look, there's money down there. So he's got Meiji chocolates and a lot of money is on the floor. I wonder how much treasure they're going to find in his house. Kind of interesting. Is that the PS4 control? No, you can't just throw it into the pile. Ramen cups. Wait, does he have the gamer ramen? So in Japan you can get gamer ramen. Hold, let me show this. I have actually never seen this actually. Caffeine ramen. Like they literally have like here it is, the gamer cup. I should do a review of this. I should find one. It's like the gaming noodle cup. So it's got caffeine in it. So it's like it's for real gamers. You know, if you're waiting for that ember to drop. More cigarettes. These unopened packets of cigarettes, actually.
開封してるけど包まないですね。これも。ここら辺新しい。2回封。2回封。
This is what happens when men don't have a woman in their life, is they've got all this extra money they just spend on infinite cigarettes, whiskey, and anime figurines. Like he actually needs a man to fix him. Oh, he's got the Shio candy. I've got that as well. This one. Oh, these are really good in summer. Ah! We are safe in this house. Special towel. Very nice. Wait, this was a tatami mat room? Oh, these tatamis are ruined. Look at that money though. These are, what the fuck? These are all the models he's keeping. They're like an entire K truck is being filled with these models. This is what happens when you start buying models. You buy one set and you forget to build it, and you're like, oh, I'll just buy another model set. It's cheaper. And then suddenly you've got an entire truck full of model sets, and your room is being cleaned out by 4 Japanese people. This is how it starts. You've got to warn Sean.
関西クリーンサービスはゴミ屋敷問題に取り組んでいて、これまで様々なゴミ屋敷を片付けてきました。今回の住民の方はしていることも燃え尽きると思います。これ以上衛生環境が悪化してしまうと、自分の家なのに心や身体を休めることができず、家にいることがストレスになるような状態になっていきます。過度のストレスはセルフネグレクトを招きかねません。セルフネグレクトに陥ってしまうとことになります。その袋に詰めたゴミがあったり、ゴミの種類最初はやってたんやけど、もう
He's got all his games in the background here. Like, what games does he have? I wish we could see what actual games he was playing. This one's not too bad. I mean, it's not too bad now, I suppose. Do you guys like the cleaning content? It's kind of bizarrely interesting to me. My throat's starting to go though. Like I'm losing my voice again. It's really weird. I've had it for like a week or two. You know, it's like a ticklish cough. It's really frustrating. I think it's the seasons changing. But maybe if you guys like the Japanese Roach content, maybe we'll throw in a video at the end of a stream sometime at some point. But I think that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me for this adventure into the I Can Fix Her / Him segment. We'll probably do a dinosaur stream on Sunday. Sunday or Saturday evening, Sunday morning. You can look forward to that. We'll do one final dinosaur stream on this channel. And then all the dinosaur streams will be on the other channel, which is now for gaming content. I heard some rumors that the Allosaurus is coming pretty soon, actually, as well. So that should be good. Cheeky little dino stream. Yeah, on Sunday. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow I got shit to do. Thank you for the slop. Yes, very good. Very good. We might check out another one. I'm surprised how many of these hoarders are also sex workers, apparently. That's a very weird correlation there. I don't know why. I got to go find myself some Nissan gaming noodles or something. Actually, you know what I want to do is drink some soju. We'll see. Dinosaur plus Rhino Ramen Gamer. Yeah, if I can find one of these gaming noodle cups, I'll buy it and I'll eat it on the dinosaur stream. How about that? That sounds like a deal. Let's see what's going on over here. Not much. All right, good stuff. I think I got all the chats. I'll post a new link invite to the Discord. If you got to join as a member, you get access to the Discord. Thank you very much. Hope you had a nice Friday morning and have a great weekend. And I'll see you later. Peace.